All right, here we're in our next plant, Sambucus racemosa in the Adoxaceae. This is your red elderberry. And red elderberry is in the when it doesn't have flowers and fruits, very similar looking to blue elderberry, which we've learned, Sambucus nigra, subspecies Cerulean. Both of them have kind of warty stems with kind of hollow bark. Both of them have opposite compound leaves that can be kind of variable in size, that are serrated, broad. I've been noticing that racemosa seems to maybe have a little bit of fuzz on the midvein on the underside of the leaf. So check that out. And I've also been noticing that the growth form, these guys are more like a kind of an understory shrub and a tree, and it in general seems to have fewer stems than Sambucus nigra, and you don't often as much see that pattern of like a bunch of dead stems falling over with a couple living ones, like you do the walking disaster of Sambucus nigra. But they're very similar, and when they have flowers or fruits, you can really separate them easily. The red elderberry has round clusters of flowers that are kind of spherical in shape, and then they end up turning into red fruits, which are poisonous and not good to eat at all. Whereas blue elderberry has white flowers that are kind of cluster of inflorescences that are flat-topped, cream-colored flowers, and then they turn into bluish berries that have kind of a white waxy coating on them, and those are edible and delicious. And then oftentimes the inflorescence kind of dries and stays on the plant. So this one you can see some inflorescences that are dried, and sometimes you can use your imagination and you can see that they're round. And so just to remember, red elderberry is racemosa and has round-topped flowers. You can remember those things together. Where does it live? It has an interesting geographic distribution. The lowland racemosas you find towards the coast. So when you're here at Point Reyes and anywhere really in view of the Pacific Ocean, you're likely to find this species. And then they continue going up the California coast into Oregon and Washington. But also you find this in the Sierras. And I think it might even be a named subspecies or maybe a variety. But it does occur in the Sierras, and especially in kind of wetter places. Blue elderberry is more in kind of an interior species, likes wet places too, and but the climate is generally hotter and drier. And it also goes into the Sierras as well, but you find it kind of in lower elevations and maybe a little bit drier, not kind of wetter, moist spots. So we got red elderberry here, and it's another species with opposite pinnately compound leaves. They have serrations. They have these warty stems, and when you see it, round inflorescences.